Hi folks, Captain Rich here with Palm Harbor Nautical Ventures here in beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida. And today we're going to go over some frequently asked questions that we receive on the phone and via the internet. My wife Holly is going to go over some of the questions and I'll try to provide answers as best as I can.
Captain Rich, the question we get asked almost every day is, do you fish?
We do not do fishing. That's one of the things we don't do. I always answer it with, we do anything but fishing. If you are interested in fishing in this local area, if you go to our website, palmharbornauticalventures.com, we will have several links to excellent fishing guides and captains in the local area that you can take fishing.
What would you say is your most popular cruise?
I wouldn't say one is more popular than the other. We do have several different itineraries, or you can make your own itinerary. A lot of people want to go on sunset cruises, which is very nice in this area because we have some very nice islands such as Honeymoon Island, Three Rooker Bar. Just makes for a great backdrop to watch the sun go down. Great place to for special occasions, Valentine's Day, anniversaries. If you want to propose to somebody, really makes a nice environment for that. Tour lasts about 2 hours. It'll start with a little cruise prior to the sunset, and then end with the boat at anchor on a drift, depending on the conditions, and watch the sunset from there.
If we've got more time than just 2 hours and we want to do something other than that, where would you recommend we go?
If you have time to do the half-day charters, I would recommend, and it depends what kind of person you are and what you want to do. If you want to do an intercoastal, what we call an intercoastal bar hop, there's several different bars and locations we can stop between Tarpon Springs, Florida, all the way to St. Petersburg, Florida, and it's depending on the time that you have available. If you're into that and want to do kind of a bar crawl, we can do that. Also, we have destination dining. You can tell us what kind of food that you would like to eat, what kind of budget you want to stay on, and we can take you to casual or to a semi-casual restaurant in the local area that has good docks, and it makes for a nice cruise to go to that location, have a nice dinner or lunch, and we'll cruise on back to the dock.
The website says you do real estate tours. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we had a few inquiries, people that are moving to the local area looking for waterfront homes. When they do their tours with their real estate agent, they don't actually get to see the home from the water, and they also don't know what the local water actually provides, meaning if they own a certain size boat, are they going to be able to access the intercoastal and the Gulf of Mexico via that canal or whatever they're on. What's it look like at low tide, stuff like that. So it's very important if you are a boater and you're going to move on the water to know exactly what you're dealing with. And you may just want to see the house from the water and see what kind of views and what kind of terrain that you actually have.
So they should ask their real estate agent to get in touch with you if they're
or
interested in that.
Give our number or however they want to get in touch with us, but we will do that. And it also will make a nice day. You don't just have to see the house. If they want to use part of the day for the cruise or doing something else, or going down the local areas to see what kind of area they're actually going to move to, we'll show them that also.
That's especially great for out of town.
Yep.
People that are relocating to the area.
Absolutely.
Okay, you've got document signing listed here, and I know we get some questions on that. What can you tell us about document signing?
That's actually been quite successful for us, believe it or not. And it was just something we were going to experiment with, but got a hold of some local banks that provide large credit lines to businesses. If you're not familiar with that, what it is the state of Florida will charge you a document stamp if you're borrowing large sums of money for a credit line. So basically it's 35 cents per every $100 you borrow. So if you do the math on that, when you're borrowing $500,000, $1 million, several $1 million, that adds up to a lot of money. Now there is I don't want to call it a loophole, but it's a legal way of avoiding those doc stamps. We can take you with your banker, and we usually have a notary, or a notary will show up and notarize what we sign. 9 miles, nautical miles offshore, which is out of Florida jurisdiction waters, You can sign your documents with your banker. I have to do a few signatures also, document some coordinates, and that will save you that fee. So
that's good value.
yeah, well, it's thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's great.
In some cases.
Okay, and so not so fun to talk about, but internment at sea is on the website. What is that?
Internment at sea, you're putting ashes at sea, and many people don't know this, but it is illegal, and a lot of loved ones want to have that done, especially if they grew up on the water or the sea was important to them, to have their ashes scattered. But you just can't go to the beach or the local canal and start dumping ashes over there. It's actually illegal. You need to be 3 miles offshore, and there is a certain form that needs to be filled out and filed with the Environmental Protection Agency. Once that form is filled out, you send it to them, and it's kept on file. So, and it's also going to be a lot nicer experience. So you know that the ashes aren't just going to get washed up in the local ditch or right up on the beach where people are at. So we take you 3 miles offshore or more, and we can do that properly there. So.
Okay, great. One of the other questions that we get asked often is how many people can come on board?
Yeah, that's a good question. There's 2 types of licenses generally for charter captains. One is called a 6-pack, and that's generally what you're going to find. And the next one is called a master's. Well, the 6-pack, it lets you take up to 6 passengers. So that's what I have, and that's what most captains are going to have. Now, when you go to the master's category, those are the guys running the really, really big boats with the 80 to 100 people on them. There's a certain gross tonnage that they can run. I believe the passengers are unlimited or limited to what the boat is limited to, so 10 or more. So generally, you're going to find the 6-pack license.
Okay, so 6 people can come.
Yep.
And you're not counted in that 6, so people
Correct.
can bring up to
I won't
6.
be counted, or anybody that's working for me on the boat, like the first mate. So it's 6 passengers.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add that maybe you think that you get asked in person when you see people out and about?
No, some people, if you want to extend your cruise, generally it's 4 hours, like I said, for the half day. If you're having such a good time you want to extend it, generally we'll do that for you if we don't have to come back and pick another group of people up. And it just runs it's $100 an hour after that.
Okay, yeah. Great.
Well, thanks folks for watching this video, and I hope it helped answer any questions you may have of what we actually do here at Palm Harbor Nautical Ventures. Please stay tuned in the near future. We're going to be doing some videos on those destinations, so maybe you can watch a video and decide which itinerary you want to do. Also, we're going to be making some seamanship and safety videos, things like knot tying, or maybe even some legal questions out on the water that you may have when boating. Thanks for watching again, and please subscribe if you like this video, and stay tuned.